guys, welcome to Real Talk, where no topic is off limits. I'm your lovely host, Quanna Harris. And I'm so elated that you guys are back again yet for another week. And to our new viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. You have just made your Sunday evening a much better. So remember to like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend about Real Talk. We'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. So, you know we're at Talk Your Talk, and we have always been hearing about single woman this and single woman that. So, before we go any further, we're going to be talking about single man and how they are dealing with their singleness. Today, on today's show, we have with us Mr. Leo Bromley, and he's going to introduce himself to us. Mr. Bromley?
Well, hi everybody. This is Leo Bromley, and I'm really appreciating being here for just the description of this discussion. It's called a real talk, and we're going to keep it that way.
Okay, then, Mr.
I
Bromley,
hope we can.
thank you. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
telling our viewers that we are going to keep it real right. So, Mr. Bromley, before we go any further, could you tell us your age?
Well, I was hoping I didn't have to disclose it, but I have no choice.
Okay.
I'm just 74.
You're just 74.
Yes.
Well, a pretty young 74, I must say.
Wow.
Okay, so Mr. Bromley,
Yes, ma'am.
so how long have you been single?
Since 1989.
Mr. Bromley, since 19 when?
1989.
Since 1989. Okay, why?
I was married for 20. I was married in 1980. And I went away to America, and my ex-wife told me suddenly that she's sending the divorce papers. I tried to avoid it, but unfortunately it arrived, and I had to sign. So when I came back 2006, I was divorced.
And you went away in what year?
1989, I went to the States.
And you came back to Jamaica in 2006.
Yes.
So, if I'm doing my calculation right, that's like what, 20 something years?
Yeah, 26 years.
26 years,
Yes.
okay. So, what was the cause of the ending of the relationship? Because it was long distance, and what was the cause?
I got in problems in America,
Okay.
right? And I ended up doing time. If I can tell you the story, the
Oh,
truth
yeah,
on
we're
camera.
real talk.
Right. And my wife, being who she was, you know, she's what do you call a bright person, and she had a lot of friends, and I think she was encouraged to dissolve this marriage,
Okay.
right? And apparently, I don't know if she had other options. I don't know. But when all this happened, just a month after, I spoke to her, and I could hear in her voice that she was sorry.
Okay.
And when I came back to Jamaica, we are still friends, but we don't have an intimate relationship because we have 2 kids.
Right.
And I grew up with the philosophy that if friendship be the beginning of love, let it be in the end. So even when the love is gone, the friendship should still be there because we are humans and we have to be real. Because envy, enmity, or whatever is not a good life. It's not a good way of thinking or behaving.
So we're just going to jump right into it.
Okay.
So you have been single since 1989, you said?
Yes, when I was away.
Right. So, being a single man, how do you deal with your sexual urges?
Wow, my dear, there's more freedom. That's number one. And there's more options.
Okay.
And the more freedom you have with your sexual life, is the more is the more relationship you're going to have. But single life cannot compare with marriage life. There's no comparison. The best lifestyle is marriage life. And it's the biggest breakdown in our culture, even in the crime. When I was young, a little kid, everybody I knew was married. And it's as a relationship. Why marriage or a steady relationship then is better than a single relationship? It's when two people are working for the same goals.
Okay.
Right? But genuinely so. And it's genuine.
All right, so I'm just going to jump to the marriage question.
Yes.
So what's your take on being married again?
Well, there's no lifestyle as good as married life.
Okay.
No
Say
single
it
marriage.
again to
There
our
is no
viewers.
lifestyle that is above, better than marriage life.
Okay.
Right? And the Bible instructs us. There's one entire book, Leviticus, gives us a lot of instructions how to handle it. And God gives you, and He even instructs you to love your wife, right? And it's something you really have to do it. You have to be genuine.
Right.
And if it's not genuine, well, you're a fake, or you're faking something. And that's not good.
So guys, remember, the chat is open. You need to have your questions ready. Write in your chats. Remember, guys, and remember to send in those questions. So, Mr. Bromley, what do you think about a one-night stand?
A one-night stand is stopping to have a drink.
Okay.
So there's no comparison, hardly. And that's a careless way of behaving. Because a lot of things happen, negative things, unhealthy things, and we abuse them, and we take people for granted, and they take us for granted as well. So a one-night stand is for a desperate situation,
Right.
and that's not good. A relationship before sexual relation,
Right.
before that comes on, is very good. And now that we are old and we are growing up, we get to realize that it's very important to have a relationship before you jump in bed.
Oh, those younger persons are hearing all of
I-
what Mr. Bromley is saying.
I say that to say this. Any man or woman who is able to control their sensuality, right, to resist sexual desires, can control the world. And it helps with your sex life as well. And if you want to go into that part, the biological part of it, right?
Okay.
Anyway, the whole purpose of sex is an orgasm, okay? And that's what I'm saying. Any man who can control his sensuality, and that's the sensual part, that orgasm, that's why you do it. And if you can control that, right, you can be the greatest lover. Your wife, whoever your partner is going to love you more, because you'll be able to deliver satisfaction.
Okay, Mr. Bromley,
That's the
thank
key.
you.
That's a biological, I would say.
So what are some of the qualities you're looking, are you looking for, that's a question I should ask, are you looking for a partner?
I'm always,
Oh, all right then.
right, I have to be honest. And sometimes it's temporary as well, as you call it, a one-night stand. But it can't be careless anyway. So you, as an experienced person, being here 70 odd years, you're able to analyze certain things faster, and you're safer. And a one-night stand is no chance. Your best friend is your robbers at that point.
Your best friend is here?
Your robbers.
Say it loud, man.
Your best friend is your condoms.
Okay.
In that situation.
Oh, okay. So what are some of the qualities you're looking for in a partner?
Well, the first thing we got to be fair, we got to be honest, is their physical attraction,
Okay.
right? if I met a woman as gorgeous and as beautiful as you are,
Thank you.
good. You have the first, criteria right there is the physical attraction. Now I'm going to go further in depth to hear, to see, and to analyze what mindset you have
Okay.
in relation to all whatever discussions or whatever we will discuss.
Okay.
And it will tell you just like you meeting me, a man. Right away, you're going to analyze after a conversation who you think he is, or the type of person. Although sometimes we are very hypocritical and we can give you the wrong concept. But you have to be able to know somebody. Right? And this body is only one we get. And we abuse it a lot, and we take a lot of chances. But when you lose it, or and it is going, you start to realize that, hell, it's only one. And
I need to keep it.
right, this one life that's all you got. $1 billion, $1 trillion is nothing comparing to this one life.
All right. So, Mr. Bromley,
Yes, ma'am.
you're really dropping a lot of nuggets.
Oh,
so,
Lord.
what are some things that would be a deal breaker for you in a relationship?
Looks, physical attraction,
So, 1 minute. So, physical attraction would be a deal breaker. So, she's
it
not.
comes first.
Okay. So if you're not attracted to her physically, you're not pursuing her.
I can be attracted to her now if I know her without beauty. She might be a very beautiful person with her mentality, her intelligence,
Okay.
and her, her personality.
Right.
But the first thing to grab any man on this planet, his life, his eyes, is that physical attraction. It comes first. And that's why God made beauty. Right? And he gave women this. Right? And that's the first thing.
So what?
That's the first
as
criteria.
Okay.
And you want me to answer the question again? What?
The deal breaker. So what would make you not pursue this relationship?
Okay, if you are hooliganistic, unintelligent, you don't have to be educated, of course, and you are unfriendly, you're insultive, we think twice, and all men think twice in that regard. Sometimes it's only the body that attracts him, but nothing else. And it happens to a lot of us. We see a beautiful woman, and we feel attracted to her, but you would marry her, and maybe you wouldn't even go steady, but sometimes you fall in it, because
Just for the sex?
well, yes, and other things. Who she has money.
Oh, now we get into the nitty gritty
Right.
of it. So if this woman, if she don't have the criteria that you are looking for, but she's physically attractive, plus she has some money.
My
So
All men on the planet make adjustment for that.
so you're going to make some adjustments.
All of us do that, unless we have a lot already. So it wouldn't mean, but all men who are not rich, and you meet a rich kid, a rich lady, who, even if she's not so attractive, and you will be more attractive to her now,
Because she have,
yes, and that's the biggest, I would say, what we call money. When you're hooked on something, what do you call it?
your addiction,
Right, it's the biggest addiction for humanity.
money,
For both women and men.
money.
Yes.
All right, sir. Hear you loud and clear.
And it,
Okay, so we're wrapping up now, and I
Whoa.
hope the questions are
yes.
pouring in. I hope you are typing in your questions
Oh.
so we could answer. So, Mr. Bromley,
Yes, ma'am.
what advice would you give to other single men?
Well, let's be practical. If you're running out of time, that means you're getting old. Sometimes you have to move faster. If you're young, like my good friend there, he has enough time to analyze and to search until he
Right.
finds the right one that is, what I would say, comfortable in his mind, right?
Okay.
But when you're older, you don't have the time like me now, right? But in the same breath, I've been through so much that I can still wait. Because I'll tell you this, as I told my good friend, I can't get old, but I can age. And you asked a question about the sexual drive.
Right, sir.
Let me tell you, God gave me 2 gifts. He gave me that drive. I'll have it for another, I'm going to 140.
Okay.
No, that sounds like foolishness, but.
Anything is possible. Go on.
And I lose my train of thought. But I'll always have that sexual drive because God gave me a good tool.
Okay.
Right? And I have to use it. He couldn't give me a good tool for waste time
to put up.
To put down, no.
Okay, Mr. Bromley. Thank you very much, Mr. Bromley.
Yes.
Thank you so much for answering real and authentic. Now, viewers, you know we need your questions.
Oh.
So make sure your questions are in the chat and we'll be right back. Thank you. Are you a single man in Jamaica?
Yeah, single, yeah.
There's no single man in Jamaica.
What do you mean there is no single man in Jamaica?
Which single man?
What you say?
What you say? Which part you gonna find him? Unless I want to be with us, man.
To be a single man in Jamaica, it is very hard.
Well, it's not too bad still, you know, because right now the woman them not really dealing nothing too tough, you know. That's why I'm a single, but it's still me mingle.
Less stress, less problem with the woman them. You see me? When you're single, you know, you have nobody to worry about. When you're up on the road, you know, because you know them woman are stay, but you're gone. I work, yeah, some probably stay single. Yeah, over counter.
Over.
Ask to serve, yeah.
How do you satisfy those urges?
Well, I'm a whole man now. I don't think about those urges. I think about money and food.
I
Buy a little.
just go and live in it.
No, man, tell them the truth, man. Let's say buy a little, man.
I just take it for myself.
Yeah, he buy a little now and then.
Yes, me enjoy single life, yes, because the woman them the perfect right now.
Welcome back to Real Talk. So, last week, Fix Up Yourself, we catered to the men. Now, this week, it's all about women. So, stay tuned for Fix Up Yourself. Yes, guys, welcome back to Fix Up Yourself. So, as a beauty educator, you know I'm going to be into this topic a lot. So, get your pens and get your paper because school is in session, or better yet, class is in session. With me today, we have my very good friend, Mr. Richard Martin. He is a skincare guru, and he's going to be answering all your skincare questions, everything that you need to know about skincare. Here is it right now at Real Talk. So, welcome, Mr. Martin.
Welcome, Miss. Thank you for having me, Miss Johnson.
Okay, Mr. Martin, we're jumping right into it. I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers. Tell them a little bit about you and all that you have been doing in the beauty industry and for skincare.
I'm Richard Martin. I am a beauty educator. I am also a Dermoscope skincare ambassador, the first male, the first Jamaican to be an ambassador. I'm also an international certified hospital educator. I do product formulation, vegan cosmetics, and other things.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Martin. So, my very first question to you is, should everyone have a skincare routine, and is it important for us to have?
Yes, we need to have a skincare routine because of the environmental factors we're treating with these days, right? The water, the smog, whatever, the environmental factors. Those are factors that are causing us to age, and we need to have a routine to help us to remove all that buildup we're getting on a day-to-day basis.
All right. I hope you have your pens and paper, you know. So, Mr. Martin, explain to us. I know from being in the beauty industry that we have several different skin types out there. What are the major skin types that's associated with Jamaicans?
All right. First of all, I think as Jamaican people, we need to understand that we are on a unique scale.
Okay,
right?
explain that.
We've heard of the Fitzpatrick skin scale, right? Which speaks about from dark to Caucasian.
Okay.
Now, because we are Caribbean people, we are not necessarily in one category on the scale. Okay. You might find that some of us mix with Chinese, Indian, Lebanese. So we might not be a typical 4, but we might be between a 4 and a 5 based on the mix that we have as Caribbean people, right? Mm-hmm. So with that now, we need to understand that the typical practices that other cultures can do, we need to take more care of us in the Caribbean. We have more sun exposure, but we also have the benefit of having the sun and fruits all year round, which is an antioxidant.
So could you categorize the skincare for us? Like, because you know some persons will be saying that, oh, my skin is very oily or my skin is very dry. So could you just like see if you could put
first thing, so those of oily skin, as you get older, it is a fountain of youth.
Okay.
Right? I know some persons say, my skin is too oily, I don't like it. When you get older, it is a fountain of youth. Okay. Right? When you have oily skin, as you get older, you don't have those fine lines, those laugh lines, because the skin is always maintained with oil that is secreted from the sebaceous gland.
Right.
I lost my train of thought. Give me a question again.
Sorry. Of the different skin types.
Oh, the skin type we have, so before oily,
right.
We have dry, we have combination, and we have mature and sensitive. Right. No, we believe that because it's combination, we think it's 2. Okay. The combination could be even 4. It could be oily, dry, sensitive, and mature.
Okay, so kind of tweak it down for us a bit.
All right, so it means that one product doesn't solve all the problems.
Okay.
Right?
I'm going into products. I don't want it to jump the gun yet and reach into products. I'm going there.
Okay.
All right. So, you know that skin bleaching is a problem that we have in Jamaica.
Yes.
But then again, when we do read certain products, we will see on those products that it's skin lightening agent, or it has something to lighten the skin, or they will say a toning agent or such. Is skin bleach? This is my question to you. Is skin bleaching bad for the skin?
it is 150.5% bad. Because what it does is that what you find in Jamaica is that persons are taking it to the extreme.
Okay.
It's not like it's being used to correct a situation. It is used to transform your identity, to give you a new sense of confidence and self-worth, and that is a problem with skin bleaching in Jamaica, right? If it's a case where you have some blemishes you want to be controlled, that's different. But we have taken bleaching to a whole new platform where in that you're damaging different layers of the skin and there's no regard of how it's going to impact on you later on. Persons are living in the now. They want to have this chrome look, but I can promise you, if they put on that chrome look, they're going to be twice as dark. Because then now the skin would have been traumatized with some other chemical. So it produces more melanin, so the skin come back thicker and darker. Right? So we have an issue in Jamaica with that.
Yes, we do have an issue with that. What are some of the products that you would recommend that everyone has in their skincare routine?
First of all, you need a good cleanser. First of all. I know you have foamy gel. The best thing to have is a foam cleanser. It's good for all skin types. If you're able to get the pH, it's very good. Because what I realize with cleansers in Jamaica, some places selling cleansers, is that you do not know the pH of it.
Could you explain what is pH?
Potential hydrogen, right?
Right.
It means that if the product is acidic, you can have a reaction to it, right? So the person, you might do a cleanse, 2 days it starts to burn. It's highly acidic, right? So it means that now, whatever you're using for the rest of the cycle becomes a problem. Because the skin would have been irritated from stage 1. When you move to stage 3, you realize that the product you have selected can't be used because everything is irritating you. Because what? It's very acidic.
Right. And for our viewers out there, your pH is a scale that measures from 0 to 14, and it has acid and alkaline, and the skin is on your acidic side. So your skin normally falls between 4.5 and 5.5. So whatever products that you're using, you want it to be within that category. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Martin.
Yes.
So, having a skincare routine.
No, we talk about the cleanser first,
all right?
right?
So, yes.
So now we need to talk about exfoliation.
Right.
What we call scrub.
Right.
The exfoliation has to be considered based on the skin type, right? Well, we know that there's microtear taking place in the skin when you use a scrub directly without any hydration, right?
Mr. Martin, you have to slow it down a bit for us. Remember, we're in class and you're teaching us, right?
So if you're using a facial scrub, we do recommend that you have small granules, nothing too large, right? We do recommend that the face is hydrated before you use a scrub.
Okay.
Because if you use it dry, you will have micro tears and that can cause premature aging.
Okay.
So wet up your face, then apply the scrub.
Thank you. Just talk layman's to them now. Wet up your face and apply the scrub.
In circular motion, please. Upward, right? Upward, nothing down. Upward, right?
Thank you. What else? What's the next product that we need? Yes, first it was a tone. It was a cleanser.
Yeah.
Then we have our exfoliating product.
A toner is always good.
Toners.
A toner is always good. Something that is something within the skin pH is very good, right? That you can use it without feeling very, very, very. What should I use the word now? You need a toner that is not harsh. It's not high in alcohol content.
Right.
Well, I know that the person at the clean and care products because they're readily available. But if you look at the alcohol content of it, it's very high. So even though it's sensitive, it's still burning up. So when you're doing a toner, look at the alcohol content, right? You have mild, and you have mild toners out there like the witch hazel, the rose water is very good, and hydrosol is also a good one as well. Yes.
What and a next product? What about moisturizers?
All right. Now, for moisturizer, I do recommend something that is non-comedogenic. Meaning that something doesn't block up your pores, right? So when you're buying a moisturizer, look at the label of it. If it says non-comedogenic, it's good for your skin, right? What you also recommend that when you're putting on your moisturizers, we do recommend that the skin is slightly hydrated, right?
Okay.
It helps with the absorption of the molecules, right?
Okay.
So just like oils, right? We recommend that you hydrate the face with the water and then apply the oil. Hopefully the molecules are not too large. Once they're small, it can be absorbed easily.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you. So, for your skincare routine, so for me personally,
Yeah.
I have a routine that I use in the morning, and I have one that I use in the evening. Is it okay to have different routine, or is it set in stone that whatever I use in the morning is the same thing I should use
No,
in the
I
evening?
think what happens for the morning,
Evening.
for the morning you have to factor in your environmental condition, where you're going to work. Those are critical factors in your preparation for your morning facial routine. In the evening, when you're going to bed, which is that's your recovery period. That is where you need to ensure that your product have some niacin in it, which is very good for the skin, right? You see a lot of products with niacin on it. Niacin is very good for the skin. So like that now, I recommend that in the night, right? So you have a chance that the skin can recover while you're sleeping. In the day, you need something that gives you that protection from the sun. Your sunblock is going out in the sun. In the night, you wouldn't put on sunblock, you're going to your bed. Because you have no sun in the room,
Right.
right?
So in the morning, so we could still use the same cleansers,
Yeah.
and the same exfoliants.
No, in the morning you wouldn't need exfoliant that time in the morning, you know,
Okay.
because you're not engaged in with the environmental factors.
Right.
When you're going home now, that means you need to, because you have on the makeup and the dust and all that. Then now you can do exfoliation to clear the skin so the skin can breathe and recover in the night.
What do you think about oils in general? Because it's like a fad out there now, where everyone is just using oils.
When it comes to oils, we have to know what we use the oils for, how the oils are made up, the composition of the oil. As I said before, if the molecules are large, absorption won't be that easy, right? So we have to look at that as well, right? I know that plant oil is the best oil to have.
For example?
Pumpkin seed, flax seed, and then it's plant-based. I mean,
Okay.
no glycerin, no paraben. Those are good oils to use on the face. What you find that because of the molecule size, it absorbs into the skin without leaving any oil. Persons are afraid of oil and say, "Oh, make me shine." But if you use plant-based oils, I can tell you, with less than a minute, it is absorbed into the skin. There is no film. It is just very good.
So what do you think? Like grapeseed oils and
No, grapeseed oil can be used, but it depends on how it's made.
okay, if it's compressed and
Yeah,
so
and
on.
how it's made. Because sometimes how it's made, it doesn't give it the best quality. Even see the name, sometimes the method of extraction is not the best method.
All right. What age do you recommend we as females or even males start using anti-aging products?
As by 18,
By 18?
yes, by 18, yes. Antioxidants are designed to fight off free radicals that cause aging.
Right.
And if you look at persons who are vegan, and look at persons who are Caribbean, who look young for age. You know why? We have a heavy fruit-based diet,
Okay.
and fruit have a lot of antioxidants.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So give us an example of some of the fruits that would be good for us to eat.
Your strawberries, all your berries, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, very good. Pineapple is very good. Your tangerine and your vitamin C, right? Your reds are for your circulation, and your orange are for your tone, right? The vitamin C. So you need to understand your fruit color group.
Okay.
So you make sure you have a good blend in the morning, right?
Okay, so your reds are for,
Reds are for circulation.
and your orange.
It's the vitamin C.
Okay, so you do recommend vitamin C serums and stuff like that to be used.
I realize that vitamin C, it oxidizes in certain forms, like creams and so. It oxidizes very easily.
Okay.
So that's not the best thing for vitamin C.
Oh, so it's best we take it.
Yes, vitamin
Okay.
C. It's better
All right
that way.
then. Okay. So, well, I think you've just answered my next question because I was going to ask, how your diet affect your skin.
All right. No, we know that what you eat determines how long you live and how you look.
Okay.
Right? Garbage in, garbage out.
All right.
Right. I know that it is said that rich food kills you quick and poor food make you live a little bit longer.
So,
Right?
all right. So
It means that you would not be engaging a lot of high cholesterol food like the buttered shrimp and the garlic and all that buttery food. You will stick to the yam and the banana. You will eat a saltfish, your growing provision, all that, right? So KFC won't be on the menu.
okay.
So that is more like eating natural foods, you know?
Right. So you said garbage in,
Garbage out.
garbage out. So whatever you eat,
Yes.
that's what you will
Yes.
put out.
And it tells you how long you will live and how good you will look.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mr. Martin, before you go, could you just leave us with some nuggets that we could take to improve our skincare routine?
All right, what I do recommend is that do a detox once a month. Go to the spa, get a sauna treatment to get a full detox. Because when we detox the body, it is better that we eliminate toxins and we get a cell rejuvenation taking place, that regenesis taking place. So the body can feel better and we can look better, right? So I do
Okay.
recommend that a sauna treatment once a month is
Sauna treatment once a month. Okay.
I do encourage you to go to your hot springs. So like bath, fountain, and make river bath. Ladies, I do recommend you go to those places. Very, very good for the skin. As a survey came out 2 years ago. And it is a big, big, big movement in Europe. Big movement in Europe. And they are seeing the benefits of mineral springs, hot springs to be exact.
Okay.
So that is 2. One more?
Okay, go.
Sleep.
Evo 5.
Sleep is very, very important. So come up for the TikTok, the Facebook, and the Twitter, and get your 8 hours rest.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And eat healthy and exercise.
Okay. So, Mr. Martin, it was my pleasure to interview you, my
Thank
friend.
you.
And thank you for the nuggets that you have just dropped. I hope you all had your pens and your paper writing down all the information that Mr. Martin was giving. You can find him on
Regenesis JM at
Instagram.
Instagram, yes.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah.
Martin is not really a social media person, so, and his info will be in the bio too, so you can contact him. Okay,
Alright.
thank you. So we'll be right back with It a Buzz. Welcome back. I know that you have been enjoying the show this far. So, if you're here, still here, that means you like the little sauce and the little things that will come with It a Buzz. So on this week It a Buzz, it was all over the internet that Rihanna, bad girl Rihanna, she and A$AP Rocky announced that they were expecting their first child. Yes, man, and the internet went crazy. You know what they started to do? To troll Rihanna's exes, Chris Brown and Drake. Can you just imagine? So we have also heard that wedding bells will be ringing soon too for the couples. So congratulations to the happy couple. So the next one on It a Buzz is, so you know that legislation are being approved right now for Portmore to become our 15th parish. What do you think about Portmore being Jamaica's next parish? Moving right along. Divorce is a very tricky thing. So right now, Kanye West and his soon-to-be ex-wife Kim Kardashian are having a little uproar because Kanye posted on his Instagram page that his daughter Northwest is on TikTok without his consent. So Kim also made a release stating that Kanye keeps on verbally attacking her on the internet, and it needs to stop. So people, you tell me, what age do you think is appropriate for a child to be on TikTok or any social media? So thank you guys again for listening to It a Buzz. We'll be right back to wrap things up and get your feedback. Thank you. Thank you again for being here with us. Listen, I know you enjoy the show because I enjoyed bringing it to you. So I would like to thank my guests, Leo Bromley and Richard Martin, for gracing us with their presence and also for having such vital information. So guys, you know, have a productive week. And as we say, everything must continue to next week where love is in the air for real talk. So see you guys next week. Love you. Mwah. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us. And please remember to hit that notification bell and join us next week for real talk. Thank you so much for joining us, and please remember to hit that notification bell and join us next week for Real Talk. Thank you so much for joining us, and please remember to hit that notification bell and join us next week for Real Talk. Thank you so much for joining us, and please remember to hit that notification bell and join us next week for Real Talk. Thank you so much for joining us, and please remember to hit that notification bell and join us next week for Real Talk. Are you a single man in Jamaica?
Yeah, single, yeah.
There's no single man in Jamaica.
What do you mean there is no single man in Jamaica?
Which single man?
What you say?
What you say? Which part you gonna find him? Unless I want to be with us, born.
To be a single man in Jamaica, it is very hard.
Well, it's not too bad still, you know, cause right now the woman them not really dealing nothing too tough, you know. That's why I'm happy single, but yet still me mingle.
Less stress, less problem with the woman them. You see me? When you're single, you have nobody to worry about. When you're there on the road, you know, cause you know them woman are stay, but you're gone. I work, yeah, so I prefer to stay single. Yeah, over counter. Ask to serve, yeah.
How do you satisfy those urges?
Well, I'm a whole man now. I don't think about those urges. I think about money and food. Buy a little.
I just go and live in it.
No man, tell them the truth, man. Let's say buy a little, man.
I just live in it.
Yeah, he buy a little now and then.
Yes, me enjoy single life just cause the woman them the perfect right now.